Hello everyone, this is Peter Harris with Commercial Property Advisors. I hope you're all doing well today. In this video, what I want to share with you is a fantastic case study of one of our students, a single mom of 4 adopted children who just purchased her first commercial deal. It's a mobile home park that she's going to work on and increase the value by 5 times. That's right, 5 times. So in this video, I want to share with you a short interview with her of her walking around the park, me interviewing her, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to break down for you the 4 phases that we're going to walk you through from beginning to finish with the park value increasing 5 times. Let's get started.
Hey everybody. Well, I made it out here to my property that I just bought. It's my first mobile home park. And yeah, it needs some work, but nothing I can't handle. I've done many renovations before, so this is just gonna add this on to my portfolio. But this park is 8 units right now, and we're going to be changing it. The whole layout for this park is going to be 20 units at minimum, possibly up to 24. Depends on how things work out when we get through cutting back there in the back. And I can't wait for you all to see how this gold mine turn out. So stay tuned, okay?
All right, before we get started, I'm going to share with you the 2 rules of value add commercial real estate investing. Here they are, okay? You have to pay attention to these 2. Number 1 is nobody ever went uphill by accident. Got that? Okay, so when you like to do a commercial deal where you're going to be adding huge value to it, you have to be intentional. You're intentional about it. It means you're going uphill. Okay? And then what you're basically doing, you're turning someone's mess into a gold mine. And in this video, Gilda will share with you exactly how she did that. Okay? Rule number 2 is you must see into the future. Okay? You need predictability. Okay? And you need to take off the blinders. What do I mean by that? Okay, Gilda this is her first commercial deal, right? And she brought it to us, and we helped her see what the deal could turn into. She didn't know, she's a beginner, probably like some of you. You need someone like us to help you take off the blinders to see the huge value add created in this deal that you're about to see. Let's go to the interview next. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I have a special, and boy, do I mean special, guest, Gilda, one of our students here who just closed on her first commercial deal. It's a mobile home park, and you are going to see not only is she a special person, but this park is also very special. And so Gilda, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, you're welcome. So Gilda, this video it's a case study on how to create huge value add with mobile home parks, and we're going to do it on your deal. So I just want to say congratulations on your closing, and so please share a little bit about yourself.
Happy to. So I'm from the north. I was born and raised in Michigan, and I relocated to the south in Georgia for family. And I am the proud mother of 4 beautiful angels. All 4 of my children are adopted, and we are trying to just put our footprint in this here commercial world as a legacy, establishment in real estate for the family.
Awesome. Thank you. And so Gilda, why commercial? So please share with me why jump into commercial? Right now, you are a real estate agent. Is that right?
Yeah, I am. Okay. I do real estate predominantly in residential. I started out in real estate as an investor, buying residential homes and renting them out. In fact, my very first rental home I bought for the sole purpose of a family member to have a place to stay. And it's just grown from there. And so one of the things I've learned over the years is that real estate is better in numbers. It's just better in numbers, and the numbers add up quicker in multifamily than they do in single family.
Mm-hmm.
So transitioning into commercial real estate is just a matter of accomplishing a goal that I set for myself of 100 doors in 3 years.
Okay. All right. So 100 doors. And so right now you have 8 pads, 8 mobile home park pads. So,
Exactly.
so yeah, so we're off to a good start.
Off to a good start. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's jump into the deal. So,
Good.
yeah. So share with me, first of all, how did you find the deal?
So being a real estate agent, or realtor, better term, I'm able to get listings on and off the market from other realtors. This particular realtor had just listed this property on market on the MLS, so it hadn't even hit Zillow or anything like that yet. And I reached out to her, and we were able to meet one another, discuss the property in detail, and she accepted my offer. We did some negotiating, so she started off at $259,000 for 8-unit park, and we settled at $240,000 for that park.
Okay, great. Now let's share with us a little bit about the park. The park is distressed, right?
It is. And it's so crazy because mobile home parks was just not what I had envisioned in the multi-family arena, because they always look like they're on life support, and you always think of tornadoes hitting them. Like they have some kind of beacon for tornadoes. But I would have to say, in being involved in your program and speaking and learning from so many other people that have jumped into this world of mobile home parks, I needed help. I needed to be pushed a little bit. I'm like, listen, obviously it works because there's so many of you guys doing it. So help me remove the lenses, the blinders, so I can see what it is that you all see. Because I swear, I just can't see how it can work. Like they're not surviving, are they? And numbers just don't lie. No matter what the properties was looking at, the numbers was like really amazing. So I started looking and started doing a little bit more homework about them, talking to a whole lot more people that were doing it that wasn't even part of the program, just by going out looking at properties and communicating with other owners and what have you, looking at rent rolls, and the numbers really don't lie.
Yeah. So this park, so what did you like about this mobile home park? What did you see? Because talk about take off the blinders on this property.
Yeah. So when you look at this property and you see how these 8 units are positioned in this property, because this property is almost 2 acres. Those 8 units are not nowhere near using that 2 acres that they're on, and they're like in there like raggedy teeth. They just swinging in the old kind of way. So when I looked at it, all I could see was that there is so much more room in this park that's not getting used. That space can house another home. And when you start adding all those other homes onto the property, those numbers just shoot up like crazy. And then so I started speaking to and talking to the planning development, learning more about how the community, the county, what their regulations were, and what have you. And I struck gold because I hit a county that didn't have a lot of regulations, and that were like, do whatever you want to on your land. It's yours.
Great. So you struck gold. So here we have an 8-unit or an 8-pad mobile home park, right? Yeah. With on 2 acres, and on the other acreage, how many additional homes could you put on there?
When I get through repositioning those 8 units and adding on units, I can add anywhere from 20 to 24. I have 20 to 24 units on that property.
Wow.
And still be within the regulations that the county requires.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So you purchased it at $240,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. And you were able to get you put down 19%.
19%. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hard money. It's hard money.
Yeah. Well, I would like to call it creative financing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And in that loan that the lender's giving you includes money to get the park ready for the homes. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets better because in further negotiating with the owner, the seller, I was able to get another $15,000 back from the purchase to be able to facilitate some repairs.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so you have the loan, you acquired the park. This Monday, you headed out to the park this Monday to the grading company that can help you lay down the pads. And what does the financing for the additional homes look like? I believe you mentioned there's a source that you can go to that will allow you to put down 10% on these new mobile homes.
Yes. I can actually go directly to the manufacturer of the mobile home and finance those units for 10% down and have those homes on my property and people living in them, renting them, and they're paying the payments. So it can't get better than this. It really cannot get better than this. And it's still a profit to be made off of it, increasing the value of my $240,000 gold mine to over 1.3 million to 1.5 million.
Wow. Okay, so let's get this straight. So you're going to purchase it for you've already purchased it for 240. And how much additional capital is needed to put the homes on there with the 10% down?
10% down. So I'm doing it in phases. So I have a phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3.
Sure.
So the first phase is for 6 homes. I'm going to need about $100,000 to $120,000.
Okay.
To be able to have those 6 homes
on
the property, because in that first phase, well, actually, let me correct that. In that first phase, that's including the grading, excavating. So that 120 is not the true number. And also, what's included in that first phase is the community area.
Okay, got it. She's making like a playground area for the okay.
For the tenants, yeah.
Okay, got it.
So that's the first phase of it. So that 120 is going to encompass the down payment for each one of the units, as well as the excavating of the property, the ground, and putting the community area together.
Okay, so I can probably see you putting in an additional 300,000 on top of that 240,000. Would it be that much?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
got it. So 240,000 acquisition price. You put down 19%. Bank financed the rest. The bank also financed the grading, so you can put the homes on the pads, right? And then an additional 300,000. So you're in it for 240. So that's what that's 540 ish around there. And then to have it worth 1.3 to 1.5 at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
No, that's why I was a lunatic about I gotta get this one.
Yeah, I remember the frantic call. You came to our office, Peter, call me. I remember that.
This one has to go down, Peter.
I remember that. So Gilda, with the 4 adopted kids, which is amazing hearing your story, right? What does this do to your life and their lives?
Oh, so we have a pretty structured kind of schedule how we do things anyway. And mommy has work hours. And when those work hours are over with, mommy is mommy.
Mm-hmm.
So my children and I have been so blessed over the years. We travel, we get up and go just for a weekend trip. As long as it's within a 6-hour drive, we are gone. So that's what being in real estate, in has always done for me, was give me the freedom to be able to enjoy what I do at the same time, be the mother that I want to be to my children. And so being able to grow my real estate portfolio is not only just going to enrich the lives and the experiences that my children get to have.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day for me.
It is. That's great. That's great. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing that. What is the exit strategy for this deal? So is it a long-term hold that you're going to do, or are you going to do a cash out refi? You're going to buy, you're going to sell it. What is the exit strategy that you have planned so far?
So once the first phase is completed, we'll be repositioning the finances on that, so that we're no longer a funder that create a financing. We can go to more traditional long-term financing. The plan is that once the park is completely done, to do a cash out refinance, move on to something else, do more, before then, do more purchases and ventures. But I want it to be a long-term hold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where the money's made. That's where the money's made. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Commercial is a long game. Yeah.
A long game. Absolutely. It is.
Yeah. And you have 4 college tuitions to pay.
Exactly. Spot on. Absolutely. So this one and many more. Like I said, the goal is 3 years, 100 doors minimum. And this property expanding will be off to a great start in accomplishing that.
Great, great. You know, this loan that you have, it's a 12-month loan that you have to get out of, and then at that point you're going to do a cash out refi, and that will be the money that you can fund into the next phase. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So the improvements on each phase is going to fund the next phase.
Next phase. Exactly.
Yeah. Perfect. Beautiful plan.
Exactly. That's exactly. Yes. Because and that's the smart way to do it. You know, to have the property is paying for itself. It's expanding itself. And it's growing at the same time. The community is growing. The location is a location that has 3 small colleges right there in that little small town. That's all within 10 minutes reach of this property. There is a military base that's not far away as well. So there is opportunity in this area, and housing is definitely needed.
Mm-hmm.
Affordable housing.
Awesome. Okay, great. Well, thank you for sharing this. I have one last question for you, and you can get back. I knew you put your kids outside, so I appreciate it.
My kids are out exercising. That's what they're doing.
Good. Okay, good. So the last question I have is what's the plan for the future? So you have this park, and we all want to know. So what's the future look like for Gilda?
More. It's not gonna stop. As long as I can do this, I will be doing it. If 2 of my children will be an absolute goldmine blessing. If 2 of my children end up taking up the torch and continuing, it will be fantastic. But as long as there's blood in my veins, I will continue to buy more and facilitate housing in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it be business or other businesses or residential. It's in my blood. It's what I do. It's what I love to do. It
is, and as difficult as this deal was for you, you still have the joy.
I like challenges. I don't know why. I do. Because it's like fixing puzzles. I'm a problem solver. So every time I ran into something, it was like you can't give up. You just can't give up. I'm looking right now. When I'm looking straight up, I'm looking at. I have a vision board that's right in front of my desk, and I get little notes that my children write on it. The just in passing, they come in here and write little notes to me all the time, and it keeps me going to see something that says keep working hard, or you're getting closer every day. Love you. You're an angel. Those kind of things, to look up at my board and see these kind of things, I can't stop. I have to.
Yeah.
I absolutely have to, because it helps me and it's going to help someone else.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. It's going to help someone else.
Yep. That's what it's all about. It's not about you.
No.
It's not about you. Yep. Awesome.
So I tried it. Didn't work.
Same here. I tried it too. It's not about me. It's about who you're supposed to serve, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
Yep.
it's been great. And I Peter, I can't thank you and your team enough. Honestly, I cannot. This program has been so helpful, so spot on, informative, inspiring. There's so many people that when you are listening to other people's transactions, it really lets you know it's real, because sometimes it's so much going on out these days. You don't know real from not. So it's just so breathtaking to listen to real people do real things, and it's not above, so out of reach. If I can do it, you can do it, we all can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And just imagine if all of us are doing it, how much more better off we're all going to be in the long run.
Yes.
So thank you. Your team
You're
has been
welcome.
absolutely fantastic to work with, and even some of the other proteges. And I know on one of our calls, I used to tell one of the coaches, I was like, oh my God, his deal is over with. Oh, what am I going to do? He's my soap opera every day. He had a scenario that I'm like, what? How did that happen? Explain that. And they, you find out the solutions, because in this business, nothing is the same. It's something crazy. You're like, what? What?
Yeah. So much to learn.
It's so much to learn. It never ends.
Yeah, it never ends. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gilda. This has been very inspiring, and I really appreciate you sharing the story. And I'm sure others are going to find this so inspiring. So I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right, welcome back. Now, wasn't Gilda incredible, right? So prior to the interview, I was talking with her, and you believe that one of the latest babies she adopted had no name. Just incredible. Gilda was so incredible. So what I want you to do is just congratulate her on what she's doing, what she's done. Give her a high five. Tell her keep on keeping on. Okay, so do that for me in the comment box. All right, now let's jump back into the real estate. Okay, so so in this part, what I'm going to share with you is how we're going to track Gilda from phase 1, where the property is worth $240,000, all the way up to phase 4, where the property is worth 5 times more at $1.4 million. Okay, so try to track along with me here. All right, so here's phase 1. She bought the property at $240,000 using a 12-month hard money loan. Okay, she put down 90%. You recall that. All right, so the phase 1, we have to stabilize the park. So right now, none of the tenants have leases, so we have to put in leases and get everything straightened up. There's a lot of cleanup we have to do, so we have to stabilize the park, okay? Stabilize the income. Gilda already met with the city to discuss the expansion plans to get approval for them, and they wanted her to hire a civil engineer, which she's done already, and the role of the civil engineer is to lay out the grounds for the expansion, and they're in the middle of doing that now. Now, part of the expansion before homes can be put on the lots is they're going to have to grade the 2 acres and get it ready for water and sewer installation. So the civil engineer is working on all that. The budget is about $35,000. Now, where did Gilda get the $35,000? It was built into her hard money loan. So she's borrowing that from the bank. And don't forget, she also negotiated $15,000 cash credit at closing on her deal. Okay, so all right, and then this is going to take about 3 months, and the current income is $37,800 with the 8 existing tenants. Okay, all right, so that's phase 1. Phase 2 is Gilda is going to add 6 new homes. She's partnering with a general contractor she already has lined up, and the homes are going to cost her $45,000. That's for materials and labor down to the nails. Okay, so we got all that figured out. So she's doing 6 of them, so the entire project is going to cost her $270,000. Now, where does that money come from? Well, it doesn't have to come from her all at once. She has a construction loan set up that will allow her to pay for each home as each home is completed. Okay, so great relationship she has in this small town here. It's going to take about 4 months to get this done. Now, I know you're saying that's fast, but don't forget, these are kit homes. I mean, they're already designed. You just have to plop them down on the concrete pad and bolt them together, and you have a home there. Pretty simple. The new income now, the 8 plus the 6, is the new income per year is going to be $95,400. So now you can see in commercial, as the rents go up, so do the value. You can start now to see that Gilda is adding value to the park. You can see that now. Okay, that's phase 2. Phase 3, she is going to refinance the original loan. Right, it's a hard money loan. Right, she has 1 year to refinance this to get out of it. So she's going to do it. She's going to refinance the loan now that she has the higher income, and she's going to pull out additional money to fund the phase 3, which is going to be to replace the 8 original homes with new ones. Got it? All right. And then this will bring her new income up to $142,800. Okay? That's phase 3. Phase 4 is Gilda's going to add 6 to 8 more homes. Okay? Remember, she just graded out the 2 acres to add the additional plots on there. And the new income would be $224,400. This is not overnight, folks. Okay? This is going to take a couple of years to do. Commercial real estate is a long game. Don't think you're going to get rich quick here. You're going to get rich over a long period of time. It's going to take Gilda a couple of years of hard work. Okay? But it'll be worth it. Now, let me go over the math with you. This is how we're taking the $240,000 value up 5 times to $1.4 million. This is how it's happening. Okay, so that once she's adding 6 or 8 new homes, the new income would be $224,400 per year. Right? You're going to subtract from that 35% for operating expenses. That leaves an NOI of $145,860. Okay, and if you can divide this NOI by the market cap rate, right now the market cap rate in this area is between 9 or 10%. We'll be more conservative and say it's 10%. So we're going to divide this $145,860 by the 10% market cap rate to come up with a new property value of $1.45 million. You see how that worked? How you went from $240,000 property, okay, using a hard money loan into a permanent loan, and with adding more homes here in this fashion, now the property value is $1.45 million. So there you have it. All right. So this is how you add huge value to mobile home parks, in principle, to an apartment building, self-storage, retail, office, what have you. Anything commercial, you can do the exact same thing. Okay. All right. So last thing I want to say is for Gilda, after working with her all these months, one of the biggest reasons why she's successful is because she has 4 very valid reasons to accomplish her dream, right? And the more valid those reasons are, the higher the odds that you will accomplish it. Okay, so their 4 valid reasons are her 4 babies. So what valid reasons do you have to accomplish something like this, right? What is it? Retirement or lack of retirement, or want to leave your job, whatever it is, right? You can do this as well. All right, so thank you everyone for watching this video. If you like it, please click the like button, and please don't forget to congratulate Gilda. This video is about her, okay? All right, thank you everyone, and I'll see you at the next video.